some people, they find it hard to meditate. They can't focus well, but they can work. They can work, they can do work, they can help, they can lift chairs and tables, they can drive, they can work, they can mow the grass, they can plant trees, they can wash dishes. Some people they can work, but they find it really hard to meditate. And other people, they love meditating, but they're very afraid to lift up what do you call that? A shovel. Lift up a shovel. Or a mattock. They see a mattock, they get scared straight away. Get scared. It's the heaviness of mattock, they get scared. They'd rather meditate. See, to be honest with you, I know it's true that each person, you can't give the exact same advice to everybody. It varies, it does vary in that. But having said that, 95% is the essentially same principle of everybody. And the variation is really 5%. It's really 5%. Like for example, if the variation is that much, right? Look. If the variation is that much variation, then there's a few things, right? How is it I'm doing the exact same thing? Hardly change my healing method for spiritual healing, physical healing, emotional healing. I use the same healing technique on Parkinson as I use on someone's slip disc. Or clearing someone's anxiety, sitting in the heart. Exact same thing. These people, it should be, each person different, all that type of stuff. Is it different? Yes, it's different. For example, each soul that's in front of me is different. It's all different. It's all different. I can feel it. It's all different. But the variation, but for me, it's more sameness than different. Personally. So when I teach, when you're moving into like personal training, someone close up, personal, then this slight variation, just not much, just like, like this. And then you train the person a little bit different focus, a few different things. But generally speaking, 95% is the same principle. That everything I'm teaching you here, everything I'm teaching you here, it is enough to attain a mastery in this. You don't need to kind of a tailor-made stuff, like this. But the stuff that gets the results is the doing, the living. And after this retreat, how we're living each day, and then each day, how many minutes of meditation that we do. And out of those minutes, how many of those minutes was actually meditation and not Facebook posts? look at reality of it, the actual doing, And living, next is living. Living. How we're living. Like when I catch an aeroplane, in public toilets and things. When I see the toilets, I didn't do anything, I'm just going for a wee, but it looks kind of dirty, and the brush is there. Look, I'm not going to bring detergent with me and start scrubbing, but I always try to make sure that the toilet's a little bit cleaner for the next person, just in case the person might be waiting and think, I did all that. No. No. The care. The ant was on the chook food. The chook food, and the ant was on the chook food bucket. And I was driving here. We're driving here this morning, and I saw the ant. I shook the ant off the property because I didn't want the ant to separate from his family. The care. I think deep. But everything, that's everything. Everything. Every person I see. We should live it. See, honestly, you think, like keeping the toilet clean, the next person. Not only the next person likes to see that, you're not going to believe it, that God loves to see that. You're not going to believe it. Do you know when you do that, it moves God. It moves God, like. Do you know when you do stuff like that, you're a saint in the making? I'm telling you. When you live like that. If you want to talk high spirituality, tell me those things. Don't tell me that you're flying across the universe on the top, so that means nothing. What's the use of flying across the universe and can't keep the toilet clean? The next person. It is amazing that God is seeing it all. Seeing it all. Seeing our every move. Seeing our heart. I remember one time I was at Woolworths, and I drove my car shopping many years ago, and there was a lady. She came and she said, "Can I get a lift home? I'm stranded outside Woolworths in Revesby." And And she stunk. She stunk. With, she's probably alcoholic and drinking, weeing in the pants and all that. And I knew. It was late. The shop's about to close. I said, okay. So I drove her home. She's like 50 years old, I think. I was 35, 34, maybe. I dropped her off, just thank you and all that, and I went home. And then the car stunk. The seat, and then I touched the seat, it was wet. I remember saying, I don't care. I don't care. My life is thousands of these on my spiritual journey, thousands of these. Living. Then you don't need tailored advice or individual, differences and those things. And let's see how God's gonna look at you. Telling you, God will cry. God will cry. That's why I cry. Because I know God.